Greetings. So today is going to be a random video. I'm gonna be this is going to be a guide for
Shenhe, Shenhe,
what
Shenhe,
Shenhe. I'll call her that. What? I'm gonna call her that. Shenhe. Yeah, please don't. Chinese people, please correct me if I'm wrong. So Shenhe is a cryopolar character, which uh set by Cloud Retainer as a quote, one has traversed many realms and taken a great many people. Among them, Shenhe bears the closest resemblance to oneself. Cloud Retainer, she is a 5-star cryopolar user. Shenhe comes from a branch family of a clan of exorcists. Due to certain reasons, Cloud Retainer took her in as a disciple. To Shenhe, Cloud Retainer is a knowledgeable and chatty master. Her constellation is Krista Dolores. I don't think that's correct. I
Work
I'm
hard and live each day to the
since
fullest.
there are no
That is what life
official
in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
um official like official leaks for her. I'm gonna be there are no official like things for her. So I'm gonna be basing off this on leaks. So don't don't trust this video if you don't trust leaks, since it's going to be all based on leaks. I'm gonna link the leak below, by the way, in the description so you can read for yourself. As in the leak, it it says that she is a
Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
uh DPS sub DPS, and her damage is of physical damage mostly. She is using she is single target focus on single target, and her as in steadily her elemental skill is spawning a field of ice like clouds, not the abyss mage that cripples all the enemies with a status called Wither, which decreases attack and resistance of the enemy.
Work hard and live
Uh,
each day to the
the
fullest.
debuff spreads
That
on
is what
how
life in
many
Mondstadt is all about,
enemies
isn't
there
it?
are. So the less enemies, the more buff you have. Uh, um, her elemental burst is just a swing. Set in this leak, it's like Gila, but after using it, her attack have a special infusion that makes cryo-like illuminated crane projections to fly out at enemies and deal huge instance of physical damage at times. The crane constantly stack up their own damage, meaning the more
Don't
you
we have a
attack,
job to
the
do?
more damage you get with her. Leaving the field resets this. Uh, her ascension stat is physical damage bonus, and her materials are glaze lilies, fatty badges, and juvenile jades, and shiwada jades. Is that how you pronounce it? Her talents are diligence books. Yeah. So please keep in mind that these are just leaks, so it's not official that these are the official skills for her. These are not the official skills for her. It's just a leak I found. So, as in, hmm, for I will for a starter, like for a, like a starter people for people that it's not like AR, something where you can unlock domains, artifact domain sets. So it's uh uh res- uh 4 piece Resolation of Sojourner, might be good, and 2 piece this and 2 piece Berserker is pretty good since Berserker has crit rate. So as for a starter, I recommend this 4 piece or 2 piece this and 2 piece Berserker. Um. Also, Braveheart. Yeah. Martial artist might be good. Martial artist. Martial artist 4 pieces might be the best out of the 4-star artifacts, and Braveheart too. It's not higher than martial artist, but it's up there. As in artifacts, since she is a physical damage bonus, you know, physical damage dealer, I'm gonna be giving you physical artifacts. So, firstly, 4 piece gladiators might be good. Look at the thing. Or 4 piece gladiator, 4 piece bloodstain chivalry, or no, 2 piece gladiator, 2 piece gladiator, 2 piece bloodstained, or maybe or maybe 2 piece bloodstain and 2 piece pale flame and 4 piece pale flame might be good since her elemental skill from the leaks when it hits the enemy it debuffs the enemy, so it might be good. So the artifacts that I give you are two, two please get 4 piece 4 piece gladiator, 2 piece gladiator, 2 piece bloodstain, 2 piece bloodstained, and 2 piece pale flame. And also Shimenawa is good too. It's very good, but not as good as the ones I listed. And and if you wanted to build her as a cryo DPS, I don't know why, but I recommend Lizard Strayer. 4 piece or 2 piece Blizzard, 2 piece Gladiator. That is also good. Or you want a mix type, so 2 piece Blizzard, 2 piece Bloodstained. Yeah, that's great. That's the one I recommend. There. So the the B tiers or no G tier, sorry. Uh, Black Tassel, since it's not really that great, I don't recommend. Dragons, uh, uh, Dragon's Spain, yeah, since it gives bonus attack to enemy affected by pyro or cryo, but she is a cryo, no, enemy affected by pyro or hydro, but she's hydro. Ohio. So I don't really recommend, and but unless you want to build her support and the main DPS are like Pyro or Hydro characters, I kind of recommend. And the other B tier is Kitane Crosspear. Since Kitane's Crosspear increase elemental skill damage by, yeah. So I I am basing this on Eula since the leaks say it's kind of like Eula. So Eula, she's not really good at generating elemental particles, so it would be great. But King Cusphere loses energy, so it and like as in the league says, her damage is physical and her burst deals more physical damage. So I I recommend energy recharge, but not this energy recharge. If you know what I mean. Okay, next, next on the next of the list is Harmonious Lance. It has energy recharge, which is what Yula needs. I mean, not Yula, Shenhe needs. So it might be great, but since it gives attack damage to no crits have 60 chance to generate a small amount of element particles. It's great, but I don't really recommend since there are like better energy recharge pull arms. Next in line is the Royal Spear. Since a lot from Shenhe's kit, like her, she like her passive skills are kind of like Rosaria since it gives crit rate. So for, from the and Royal Spear, upon damaging an opponent, increases crit rate by 8%. If it doesn't crit, it increases crit rate. So, Shenhei is like have a high chance of critting since her passive skill, like I said, and Vortex Vanquisher. Um, it's great, but I don't recommend since like it's almost for Chongli only. It increases shield strength by 20%, scoring a hit on opponent's increase attack by 4%. Yeah, I mean, this Vortex Vanquisher only like buffs when like buff fullies when there's a shield when the user is a shield user, which you know Shinhi's not. I think I know it can change. And next up is White Castle. It's great because it has crit rate, but not mainly because of the crit rating. It's because the skill it increased normal attack by 24%. And since it's a 3 star, and when it can be easily gotten, you can ascend it and it can like buff more. So and it's great because Shinhei is a Shinhei is a physical user. Physical. And another thing I recommend is Halbert. Halberd. That's the name. I have no. Uh, base attack. Um, it's both attack on sub stat and main stat, but normal attack deals an additional 320% damage. Can only occur once every 10 seconds, so I mean, I would like recommend like White Tassel more, but this is also pretty good. Wave Breaker's Fin. Attack and attack. For every point of the entire party combined, maximum energy capacity, the elemental burst damage of the character equipping this weapon is increased by 0.12%, a maximum of 40%, which is great because, as I've known, like Shenhe's kind of like Yula, so her burst deals a lot of damage, so it may be good. The catch, it in, it has an energy charge as a substat and increased burst damage by 16% and elemental burst crit rate by 6%, which is, I think is one of the best. It, I think it's, um, I think it's great because, you know, her burst is her main damage, and when it has more damage, it's great. What am I saying? Um, I don't have a script. Engulfing of lightning. So, if you have this weapon but you don't have Raiden Shogun, I don't know why. It's it has energy recharge, attack increased by 28% of energy recharge. It's it can gain a maximum of bonus 80%. But it's great, but the thing is it scales off energy recharge. But since he doesn't have any leak information yet it's that he scales off energy recharge, and yeah. So I think the catch is better for, yeah. Engulfing lightning is like only like right in Shogun thing. Also, you can, I don't know, I'm not good at this kind of stuff, so please don't trust me fully. I mean, you can, but please don't. Prototype Star Glitter. It has energy recharge. But the thing is, after using an elemental skill, increases normal attack and short attack by 8%. Max increase 2 stacks, which is great. Why? Because her elemental skill. When she uses her elemental skill, she decreases the enemy def- resistance. No, resonance. Yeah, and Shenhe deals more damage, so it's more and more damage, and increases normal and charge attack damage. Yeah, she is a physical damage dealer, so I would say it's good. So good. Dragon Spine Spear. Ooh, Dragon Spine Spear. It has physical damage bonus. It's what Shenhe needs. It's going to be pretty good, but we have a better option. So yeah. Hitting an enemy with normal and charge attack has 60 chance of forming and dropping an error frost icicle above them, dealing AoE attack damage. Enemy is affected by cryo or gel. Actually, I think this is also up there since Shenhe is also a cryo user and it buffs a lot. Like, yeah. Hmm. Lithic Spear. I have never heard of this spear before. It can, for every character in the party who is from form Liyue, the character who equips this weapon gains 7 attack percent increase and 3 crit rate increase. Since Shenhe is from Liu and Yunjin might be her, but Yunjin might be a best support, might be a good support for her. And yeah, so if you have this, you can give it to her. If if your team has a lot of BUA characters, Backcliff Pole. I would say it's I would say it's great actually. After defeating an enemy, attack is increased by 20 for no 24% for 30 seconds. So it's great, but it's not the best since one, her she focuses on single target attacking. So this is going to if yeah, it's going to have to be a like um uh, um a group of enemy to use this since yeah. It might be good on Spiral Abyss though if you're gonna build her for Spiral Abyss. That match. Oh, it's one of the best of this 8 tier. Since if there are at least 2 enemies nearby, attack is increased by 60%. And bonus effect is crit rate away. I mean the subset. If there are less than 2 enemies nearby, attack is increased by 24%, which should he like deals damage based on like deals damage to single target characters enemies. So this is one of the best here. High Mortial Jadewing Spear. I would say it's pretty good. I would say it's great actually, but not as good as that match for me. Since I she has a lot of crit rate already from her passive. I you please don't trust me fully. Skyward Spine has an energy recharge. Increased crit rate by 8%, increased normal attack speed by 20%, 12%. Normal and charge attack hits on enemy have a 50 chance to trigger a vacuum blade. Deals 40% of of attack as damage in a small AoE. Yeah, it's pretty good, actually, but not as good as the S tier, and not as good as Homa, since, like I said before, her passive gave a lot of crit rate, and Homa has a crit damage subset, so HP is increased by 20%, provides an attack bonus based on 0.8 of the wielder's max HP. The wielder's HP is less than 50%. It is this attack bonus is increased by additional 1% of the HP. So yeah, crit rate. Wait, no, crit damage is what she needs, I think. And there's a league weapon for her, which is definitely a S tier. S tier, definitely S tier. So this what's the name again? Uh I have no idea what's the name of this. No, oh, it has a name. Risk of Illumination. So if this turns out to be a real weapon, it's like the best one for her. It has a physical damage bonus stat and in uh increase normal and charge attack, increase normal charge plunge attack by 40%. Upon entering a combat state, gain 12% crit damage, attacking an opponent with crit, not with normal charge plunge attack. Increase the bonus gained by an additional 0.8% for each instance of damage dealt for a maximum of 24%. This effect can only occur every 0.3 seconds if at least 12% crit damage is obtained. Gain an additional 48 attack increase. I say it's the best one for her. And Chris Pike is also good. S tier for me. Since it also has physical damage as a substat. After picking an elemental or particle, normal and charge attack deals an additional 20 attack damage for 5 seconds. So yeah, I would I would say that's pretty good. I use Gila as a placeholder. So I'm going to be this is a team comp for Shenhe as a main DPS. So these are the I recommend
We help you.
Lisa since her talents are when opponents hit by lightning rolls have their defenses de- decrease, and yeah, uh, it's I would say it's pretty nice since he is a cryo character and superconduct like decrease physical resonance for enemies, so that's great. Also, yeah, this increase also crit rate by uh casting right uh increase crit rate, yeah. And for constellation, I would say I uh her if you have C6, that's great, because her C6 when press her alt, physical rest is decrease physical rest of enemies by 20%. That's great. And Xinyan, uh, her character shielded by her shield increase 15% physical damage. So I would say that's good. I would say this is the best comp for her. And if you don't have Rosary, I think Diona would be pretty good
Leave it
since
to me.
Diona can generate like a lot of and particles. So Shenhe can get her ult. And for an alternative, for Lisa, Fission would be
In the
good.
name of the princessin.
Since so there's her passive doesn't make any of this, right? But it's her stuff. Yes. Uh, Oz, yeah, it can deal. Oz can continuously apply electro, so it will like be great for Shinhi since superconduct. Yeah, and for Shinhi as cryo DPS, you might think I'm crazy, but as Shinhi is a main DPS character, main right, as a
Oh
Shinhei as a
yeah,
main
rock
like
on.
cryo DPS user, Xingling Bennett and Shinan's no not Shinyan. And Choma is
Where are
pretty
we
good.
headed this time?
And it gives, yeah. And for a freeze comp,
I'll
Barbara
take care of it.
or Kokomi, if
We'll
you
need
have
a
her.
strategy.
The guide, which is unnecessary because it might change. But yeah, the guide, a guide. Disclaimer again, please don't trust me fully. I'm not good at this kind of things. I am not smart. Thank you. I'll see you later, I guess. Goodbye.